Love. It's the driving force behind our greatest joys and deepest sorrows. It's what poets have written about for centuries, what scientists have tried to explain, what religions have revered as divine. But what if love is nothing more than a chemical reaction? What if the feelings we treasure most are simply the result of neurotransmitters firing in our brains? Tonight, we embark on a journey to explore the true nature of love. Is it just biology, a survival mechanism crafted by evolution? Or is there something deeper, something beyond science that gives love its power? By the end of this video, you may never see love the same way again. The science of love, a chemical illusion. Let's start with the cold, hard science. When we experience love, our brains are flooded with chemicals: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, norepinephrine. Each one plays a role. Dopamine fuels attraction and desire, activating the brain's reward system, the same one linked to addiction. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, strengthens emotional bonds, increasing during intimacy, childbirth, and moments of deep connection. Serotonin affects mood, often decreasing during infatuation, which explains obsessive thoughts about a partner. Norepinephrine creates the physiological effects: racing heart, sweaty palms, euphoria. All of this happens without our conscious control. Love, from a biochemical standpoint, is a chain reaction, an evolutionary trick designed to keep us reproducing and protecting our offspring. But here's where things get complicated. If love is just chemistry, why does it feel so profound? Why does it shape our lives in ways no other biological function does? The evolutionary purpose of love. From an evolutionary standpoint, love isn't about happiness, it's about survival. Humans are social creatures, and forming strong emotional bonds has been crucial to our survival. Anthropologists believe love evolved in stages. 1. The lust, driven by testosterone and estrogen, ensuring reproduction. 2. Attraction, dopamine and serotonin create euphoria, pushing us toward a partner. 3. Attachment, oxytocin and vasopressin solidify long-term bonding, crucial for raising offspring. In other words, love is nature's way of tricking us into forming relationships that ensure the survival of our species. We fall in love because our ancestors who did were more likely to protect their children, leading to stronger family units and higher chances of survival. But if love is just a survival mechanism, why does it transcend biology? Why does it inspire art, music, and self-sacrifice? Why do we long for it even when it has no evolutionary benefit? The philosophical perspective: is love more than science? Philosophers have debated love for centuries. Is it a social construct, a learned behavior, or is it something transcendent, a force beyond the material world? Some argue that love cannot be reduced to chemistry because it involves deep personal meaning, emotions, and choices. If love were purely chemical, why do we choose to love specific people despite logic or biology telling us otherwise? Think about it. People fall in love in ways that defy reason. Some love those who hurt them. Others love people they can never be with. Love endures beyond death, beyond logic, beyond survival. There's also the question of soulmates, a concept that no science can prove, yet many feel undeniably real. If love is purely chemical, why do we experience such deep, almost mystical connections with certain people? This is where spirituality enters the conversation. Some believe love is not biological but a force, a connection that exists beyond the physical realm. Could love be a form of energy, something that extends beyond this life? Or is that just human romanticism, our way of making sense of something science hasn't fully explained? The psychology of love. Reality versus fantasy. Psychologists argue that love is largely about attachment and perception. We love based on early childhood experiences. How we were loved as children affects how we love as adults. Personal beliefs and expectations. What we expect love to be influences how we experience it. Cultural conditioning, love stories, media, and society shape how we think love should feel. This means love might not be universal but instead subjective. What one person experiences as love, another might not. Does this mean love is an illusion, a construct of the mind? Here's a disturbing thought: if science could manipulate your brain chemistry, inducing dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, could it make you fall in love artificially? Would that love feel any less real? If love can be simulated, does it prove that love is nothing more than chemistry? Or does it prove that our emotions, even if chemically driven, are still deeply meaningful? The dark side of love, obsession and loss. If love were purely positive, it wouldn't cause so much pain. But love has a dark side: obsession, jealousy, heartbreak. Some people become addicted to love, experiencing withdrawal symptoms when a relationship ends. Others commit extreme acts in the name of love. Heartbreak can physically impact health, increasing stress and even leading to heart conditions. If love is just chemicals, why does it have such immense power over us? Why does it drive people to insanity, to poetry, to war? Why does love persist even when it brings more pain than happiness? This is what makes love so complex. It is both the greatest pleasure and deepest suffering we can experience, and that's what makes it feel like more than just science. Is love a choice or an accident? One of the biggest questions about love is whether it's a force we control or something that happens to us. Can we choose to love someone, or is it inevitable? If love is just chemistry, could we one day engineer it, creating perfect romantic compatibility through science? Or is love something that transcends choice, something that finds us when we least expect it? If love is a choice, it means we have power over it. But if it's not, if it's purely chemical, then everything we believe about love might just be an illusion. Conclusion: the mystery of love. So, is love just a chemical reaction? Or is it something beyond science? The truth is, love is both. It is undeniably biological. Our bodies create love through chemistry and evolution. But it is also deeply personal, emotional, and even spiritual. Science can explain how we love, but it cannot explain why we love the way we do. Perhaps love is one of those mysteries that cannot be fully understood, only felt. And maybe that's the point. Maybe love's true power lies in its ability to remain beyond complete comprehension, to keep us questioning, searching, and longing. What do you think? Is love just biology, or is it something more? Let me know in the comments. And if this video made you think differently about love, don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore the biggest questions that shape our existence. Because at the end of the day, whether love is science or something beyond it, it is what makes us human.